Kelly and I am back with another video. So today's video is on this great ice cream and popsicle paper from Echo Park. It's the Sunkiss collection and it's the Cool Treats paper. And then I'm going to mount these photos on that red paper from Doodlebug Petite Prints. It's the Ladybug dot stripe. So these are photos. My boyfriend and I celebrated our 3rd-year anniversary, and we always go back to the spot that we had our first date. You've probably seen one of these before at some point. And the nice thing about our first date was it was very casual. It was in my hometown because I was living there at the time. I am no longer, but it's at an old ice cream parlor that's been around since the 30s. So it's just kind of fun that we get to go back there. They have a couple of other locations that now are closer to where I live now. So that's kind of fun. We were actually just at one last night as I'm doing this voiceover. Anyway, I did have one photo there that was actually 4x6, and I didn't want to cut off either, if I had cut it, I would have cut off that sign or I would have cut off my chin, and I didn't want to do either. So I just left that 4x6. So it's a little bit of a break, something a little different in the line of those papers anyway. So now I'm wanting to have a little bit of a reveal of this paper at the top. So I'm going to put the blocks of photos down a little bit so that you can actually see the row of popsicles and ice cream cones. And I do have that one extra photo there that I'm wanting to add in because it's just they have a lot of the old pieces from the old stores, and the one photo that I had is actually signed by people who worked there, I believe, when it first opened. So that's kind of a cool tradition that they're carrying on there. All right, so that's that photo right there. So then I'll add that in, and I do need some journaling space here. I don't need a ton, but I do need some. So I'm kind of trying to figure that out. And so what I'm doing is I'm looking for a 3x4 card, and I'm thinking I'm going to put one on one side and one on the other side here. But they're so light, I don't love how it looks. So toying with it in that arrangement. And then one of the things I needed to do was I wanted to cut that pink card down just a little bit so that it wasn't quite as wide, or it would have taken up a good portion of that whole, you wouldn't have seen much of the ice cream paper on the side. Then I have this 3D ice cream bar sticker here. That came from the Paper Studio, which is Hobby Lobby's brand. It's petite dimensional stickers. So you can just find those in their stickers section. I think there were some ice cream cones, but I've used them all up. So I just went with a fun ice cream bar in the colors. I'm thinking I want to add something small, maybe a label up there. By the way, that 3x4 card is Ellie's Studio, as is this little label there. And then that little puffy ice cream sticker comes from Ellie's Studio Summer Puffy stickers. So I'm glad to have that used up because it was a little anomaly in those stickers. And my ice cream stuff is all in one folder because I go for ice cream with my boyfriend, or I go with my grandkids, so I wanted to kind of get those all in the same place. I just added something very old there. That pink heart that says "Love It" is from Heidi Swap. It's puffy hearts, and it was meant to go in like pocket journaling, that kind of stuff, and also maybe like bullet journals and that kind of stuff. It's old. 2014. So I'm very glad to have used that up. And then I'm adding in these tiny little blue hearts to bring some more of that blue in from that ice cream cone, because I want to bring that up to the top little cluster there. And that is their Ellie Studio stickers from 2017. So it's about time I start getting those used up. I think I started talking about this in one of my last videos where I purged my thickers, but I really purged big parts of my scrapbook room, like stickers and that kind of stuff. I sent a bunch of stuff, like partial sticker sheets or things I didn't really care for anymore, to my grandkids about a month ago. and it felt really good. And they'll use it, you know, and they don't really care. They're just happy to have more art products. All right. Then I need to figure out what I'm going to do for a title. I was thinking about using that blue tile alphabet, but I didn't really like that. The blue in that is not the same. And you'll notice, so you never used to see me, I have switched sides about where my letters in my 3x4 cards were. Where my letters were, it sits in front of a window, and the way they were facing, some of them were facing the window, and I noticed one day that they were actually, some of the sheets were sun faded in places. So I have now my 3x4 cards and other embellishments sit there, but they don't really get exposed to the sun because their backs are to the window. So you'll notice me now, I'm looking for different things. Anyway, I decided on these alpha stickers from Ellie's Studio, the Jane alphabet. So I'm going to add those in just to say year 3 because we were celebrating our 3rd anniversary there. And then I want to do some enamel dots here just to bring that green in because that's pretty prevalent in the ice cream bars, but I don't have it anywhere else. And it was bringing in another color that I thought would be bright and fun and be a little bit more impactful than perhaps using the yellow. So I'm using these enamel dots from Ulta New. It's the Green Meadows colorway. All right, there's the still shot and a couple of detail shots. Hope you're all well, and I'll be back with another layout soon. Bye, everybody.